Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Tyler Perry Sistas Season 7, Episode 6, Pretty Hurts. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. If you hear some background noise, I apologize. But let's go ahead and just jump straight into the review. And if you're new, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can see each and every time I drop a video. Okay, so we start off this episode. Danny arrives at Andy's condo. Honey, her girls were bouncing and misbehaving. Okay, they were bouncing all over the place. We almost had a nip slip. I said, Danny, you gotta get your top together. Get some something that fit. Okay, it never, even in her work blouse, it don't fit. Anywho, the sisters are meeting for brunch. It's Serena's 35th birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. I thought they were older than that when the show first started, but I don't know. Y'all remind me. Let me know in the comments. Anywho, Karen mentioned Zach wanting a DNA test, and Danny basically insinuated that Karen's loose, and Zach's entitled to wanting a DNA test. And Karen, like, I can't even believe what come out of your mouth. Well, girl, you didn't know who the child's father was. Why can't you believe it? It was between two guys. Where's the shock? I don't get it. But I mean, Zach is entitled to know if he's the child's father, and the child is entitled to know who their father is. But I mean, why don't we just hurry up and move this along so she can birth the baby so we can get a legitimate DNA test and go on? Goodness. So they go around saying what they love about Sabrina. Sabrina gets emotional because she's just not quite where she wants to be in life. She sees people having kids and successful careers and this and that, and she's just not where she wants to be. And she's also upset that her man, Rich, don't want any children, but she's going to freeze her eggs. Instead of freezing your eggs, why don't you just get a new man? Get a man that wants children. I don't. Instead of doing all this because your man doesn't want children, get with somebody who wants what you want. I don't get. What I appreciate about Rich is that he's upfront from the start. So now you can make this informed decision to get your things and go. Walk away, leave, get out of there fast. Okay, I would. What's holding you back? You don't got no kids with him. But that's just me. I digress. I do feel her on the not being where you want to be, even when you have the children or when you have the marriage or you have the career. There's always something where you feel like, okay, this is where I should be. Or by this age, every time you come up on a milestone, you're like, oh, I thought I would be doing X, Y, Z by this age. And if you're not doing exactly that, you feel like you're failing in life. But it's his timing, not ours. Okay, that's your beliefs. So Danny is being a Debbie Downer. She like, well, what if you don't even like the kids and what they bad kids and all this stuff and she like, I just want to be an auntie. I'm like, Danny should have got with Rich. They would have been perfect. Girl, yeah, just be an aunt and hush. Let Sabrina, she wants to have children. Like, let her want to have them. My goodness. Karen's feeling down about being a single mom. She's like, this isn't ideal either. It's not, but it can work. And sometimes it's children in toxic two-parent households, and they might be better off being in a single-parent happy household. So we just never know what's right and what's wrong. We grow like these children grow. We still growing, figuring it out one day at a time. Anywho, Garen and Hayden are at the gym. Gary's nose is bleeding because he's still on that stuff. And Hayden is discussing making partner. He slips up and mentions that Tamara is back in the picture. And Gary, like, you still messing with that gold digger? Yes, he is. But this ain't about that. Okay. We see a brief cameo of Pam. She's at the salon with someone who doesn't have any speaking lines. She's influencing. And this really just came out of nowhere, like straight out of left field. But I'm gonna say this. All it takes is one video to go viral, and honey, you too can be a content creator. So if you are making content, keep pushing, because all it takes is that one. I'm speaking to myself at the moment, okay? I'll be honest though, brunch with Fatima was much more fun than this birthday brunch with Karen. This is a little snooze fest. Andy gives Sabrina a check after all the other sisters leaves. It's for her eggs, her egg freezing process. I wish I had enough money to just be blessing people. I really do. But this ain't about me. So Sabrina pulls up on Maurice. He's still doing OnlyFans. And Sabrina is explaining that Rich doesn't want kids. Girl, you already had told him this before. Writers. We already got enough of Tyler Perry not remembering things that he wrote. Like the fact that Gary was married before and already had children. We can't have much more of this, okay? She told him this the last time at the smoothie place. But she tells him she's freezing her eggs. He sings happy birthday. There is nothing going on between them. So we need to move Maurice back into the bank. He needs to get his job back. Otherwise, his storyline is not going to make it. What happened to that guy he was flirting with? Child. So Zach is at the law firm. We see him crying. He in tears. He won custody of little Michael. And Zach thanks Fatima for sticking beside. She gonna stick beside him. My man, my man, my man. And he thanks Andy for winning the case for her. Zach was like, look, we need to get a bigger place. You need to get a van. And congratulations, mom. And it's like, I know he's excited, but he doesn't realize that he's like dumping on her. Like, that's too much so soon. Like, yes, she's gonna have to adjust real quick because Michael about to be in the house. But it's like, give it a minute. Like, let her process what's going on. I still think Michael needs another DNA test. But that's just my opinion. I don't trust that DNA test that they took. Fatima gets a text that got her worried, so we're gonna see what that's about later on. Then we see Danny. She popped up on her man at work. She in lingerie. She's like, "Well, I called off. It's Monday. I guess the brunch happened on the Sunday. That was the first weekend day I ever seen." So suddenly, some kids come running in, and she like, "Who? Where these bad children coming from? Unattended." They're her man's kids. I forgot his name, but she like, hold on, wait a minute. I did not know you have kids. That's the problem, Danny. What were y'all talking about? What do y'all communicate about? You don't talk, you don't ask the right questions. You don't go to their place. Had you gone to his home, I'm sure you would have seen, I would hope, bedrooms with extra beds, kids, things, toys, stuff, electronics, book bags, clothes, something that would make you say, do you have kids? Or you could have just asked them when you first meet someone, ask, have kids? Ever been married before? I mean, what's going on? He told you he was married before. He don't want to get married again. You never thought, hey, do you have kids? Like, this don't even make no sense. So back at the house, Zach got the living room looking like Toys R Us, child. Ooh. And Fatima isn't happy about it. She's trying to tell him something, but he get a call. And he like, look, he going with such and such to look at a property. I guess that's how he's making his coin at the moment. So she didn't get a chance to tell him. She called her friend, tell her friend to come over. We didn't know who the friend was just yet. We gonna find out. So Gary and Penelope show up at Hayden and Tamara's place. I be want to call her Tamara so bad. Tamara. Yes, Tamara. She's Tamara from Bell Collective. Yeah, Tamara. Anyway, so he showed up at Hayden and Tamara at T's place. So Hayden didn't even tell T that they was coming. She like, wait a minute, what are you doing here, Gary? You know she still feel away about Gary because he got a private investigator, a PI, to watch her every move. So Fatima's friend from the spinoff, Zatima, I don't know the name because I don't watch Zatima. I don't got BET Plus. Okay, I'm sorry. But it's the real cute, she plus size and she be dressing down. That friend. So Fatima got into law school. She's venting to her friend. She's frustrated because she's like, okay, we got this baby. I can't even just get up and go. We got this child. We want custody. What if Karen's baby is Zach's child? That's another child. That's two baby mamas in 1 year that just came out of nowhere. What if I want my own kids? It's a lot to process. And then I want my career with law school. Everyone always needs Fatima. She always gives, and they take. Who's there for Fatima when she needs somebody, okay? I guess that friend who lets her vent, but that's it. Her man is not listening to her needs. She might be liable to snap down the line if he don't start listening. So Karen runs to the ER to ask for a DNA test. They ain't asked for no insurance, no nothing to make it look believable. She just said, I need to go to the back. And they said, okay. Normally you would have to schedule these types of things. I would think you would have to do this with your primary. I ain't never had to ask nobody for a DNA test. If y'all know, do you have to schedule this with your primary or can you do this in the ER? I don't know. So Danny is doing a task that her therapist suggested, and while she's talking and writing stuff in her journal, Sabrina's looking into the freezing eggs after 30. I'm about to get real tired of the storyline. I want to see her break up with that boyfriend. That's what I want to see. Andy and Fatima are looking over some documents. I think it has something to do with Zach. We didn't really find out. Back over at Hayden's, Hayden took Penelope to the back to show her where the bathroom is. And because the way they were talking when Gary and Penelope walked in, like Tamara had been around them before, or I'm just call her T. T been around them before. So I'm like, you ain't know where the bathroom was? I guess not. So Gary and T are alone, and Gary and T start arguing. He called her a gold digging hussy. She called him sneaky and shisty. They kiss like passionately, and I seen that coming because it was real close, honey. They're perfect for each other. They really should be a couple. And next week it looks like Hayden caught them, and I hope that he did. Y'all let me know. The episode was pretty. It was pretty. It gave some little tidbits here and there. Gave a little something. It's to build up for something, I hope. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking about this episode. Where do you think things are going with Gary's storyline? Because it's all over the place. Let me know down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.